In this video, I will guide you through the process of installing Hyprland on top of Fedora Asahi Remix on Apple Silicon Macs. Thanks to the GitHub developer for making this video possible, which allows the automated installation of Hyprland on Fedora Asahi Remix within a matter of minutes. For those who are not familiar, Hyprland is a Wayland compositor based on WL Roots, offering smooth animations, dynamic tiling, and straightforward configuration. Let's start with the process of customizing Fedora Asahi with Hyprland. To install Hyprland on M1 or M2 Macs, make sure you have a fresh copy of Fedora Asahi Remix installed. I recommend installing Fedora Asahi Remix with a Plasma desktop. Check out the video link in the description that guides you through the step-by-step installation of Fedora Asahi Remix on Apple Silicon Mac. Now open the terminal and update your system by running this command and reboot the system. Then go ahead and install Hyprland dependencies by running this command in the terminal. Now it's time to set up a pre-configured Hyprland environment using an installer script created by the Maverick developer. Visit the GitHub page to learn more about the setup. I recommend thoroughly reading the developer instructions to understand how Hyprland works on Fedora systems. After reading through the page, copy the URL and clone the repository. Navigate into Fedora Hyprland and locate the installation.sh file. Now execute the command to change permissions and run the script. Now upon running the script, you will be prompted with some questions. Type Y to proceed with the Hyprland installation on Fedora Asahi Remix. Follow the instructions precisely. Choose No for NVIDIA GPU. Install GTK themes, file manager, and configure Bluetooth. Since we're installing Hyprland on an Apple Silicon Mac, choose N for No when you see this option. If you have installed Fedora Asahi Remix GNOME Edition on your Mac, do not install SDDM Display Manager. However, if you are using Fedora Asahi with Plasma Desktop, type Y to configure the already installed SDDM. For some reason, installing the XDG Desktop Portal package on Apple Silicon Mac may cause issues with the installation. Choose N for No. If you want to install Z Shell or Oh My Z Shell themes, type Y. It's recommended to install NWG-log, Swayback Effects, and Hyprland files. Now the installer will do its magic and will take some time to complete. Be patient and respond to prompts requesting your authentication. That's it. Type Y to reboot your system. On the login screen, click on the username, then click on the settings gear icon at the bottom left and choose Hyprland. You can switch between Plasma and Hyprland using the simple display manager. Enter the password and voila, you are within the Hyprland environment. Now enter the Wi-Fi password to connect to the internet. The first thing to do after installing Hyprland is to scale up the display. To do so, press the Command key to bring up the Rofi launcher, search for Kitty Terminal and open it. Type the command to edit the display settings. Look for the line called Monitor. Set the last argument to Auto and save the changes by pressing Ctrl+O and Ctrl+X to exit. Now you can see the scaled up resolution of Hyprland. It looks much better. You can edit the Hyprland configuration files in the home folder named config. Now modify the Kitty font size by editing the Kitty configuration file. Now type the command to modify the key bindings configuration file. You can make various changes such as adjusting keyboard shortcuts. I will modify them to open a terminal with Command+T and Command+F for the file manager. Once it's done, save the changes to the configuration file. And now, if I press Command+T, it will open the Kitty terminal. Now pressing Command+Alt+B lets you change the Waybar layout. To increase the font size of the Waybar, you can edit the Waybar style sheet. It's time to discuss about the pre-installed wallpapers. To change the wallpaper, you can press Command+W. Now using this window, you can choose any wallpaper you fancy. Overall, Fedora Asahi Remix with Hyprland on Apple Silicon Mac looks next level and offers the best window tiling experience. All applications work fine seamlessly without any scaling issues. Now, compared to Intel or AMD laptops, Hyprland on Apple Silicon is very fast. The user experience is very smooth and the animations and transitions are buttery smooth. Now, switching between workspaces is easy breezy. Swipe left or right with a 3-finger swipe to jump between the workspaces. Now, thanks to the Fedora Asahi Display Manager, you can switch between Hyprland and Plasma sessions. Simply log out from Hyprland, click on the username, and click on the settings gear icon at the bottom left and choose Plasma Desktop. You can switch between Plasma and Hyprland using the simple display manager. Enter the password and voila, you're back with the Plasma Desktop session. That's about it. This is how you can install Hyprland on Fedora Asahi Remix. Don't forget to explore the GitHub page for further insights into the Hyprland configuration. Thanks for watching. This has been KS Kiral. I will see you in the next one.